Hi everyone, this is Socionics.
Hi.
So today we're gonna talk about very interesting informational aspect that is called extraverted logic. So we wanna I'll repeat one more time that our videos are not that much educational, even though they will contain some educational elements, but we just want to make it fun for ourselves and for you, hopefully, to listen about this, how we experience any informational aspect like in our lives. So today we're going to talk about extraverted logic.
Well, let's say some of the keywords that describe extroverted logic. Extroverted logic is about productivity, work, efficiency, earning money, usefulness, and many other things that related to objects in outside world, because it's a extroverted aspect, and extroversion, it's about outside world.
Okay, so when you describe people from the position using language of extroverted logic, you will call people like they are very efficient, they are very productive, they are very professional, they are very precise, they are very good workers, they're very hardworking, they're very... What else? They're just working great.
They work effective.
They produce a lot of value in a short amount of time. Okay, we will include a little bit of introverted intuition here as well. So in short amount of time, but a lot of value. So a lot of extroverted logic.
Well, basically, extroverted logic, what describes value of the things. Of the goods, of the services, and
goods, services, money.
It's a lot about. It's also about numbers. It's about
information about outside world. Extraverted logic, information
about facts.
Information in the outside world, which is called facts. Yes. So to know precise what happened somewhere, not just to say your personal opinion about it, but to say precise what happened there in this date and this time. All the news, they are basically built on extroverted logic as well. If they are working good, then they're supposed to be...
If they tell us the truth.
Built based on just the pure facts, which is also extroverted logic. So...
Yes.
It's just all around us. Our world, modern world, is built on extroverted logic. On the values, on goods, on money, economy, transportation, technology, technological advancement.
So one sphere in particular where extroverted logic is very successful is business. And there are so many examples, because basically business cannot be a success without extroverted logic. That's why it's required there, and most successful businessmen, they got strong extroverted logic.
Yeah, business basically fully in the extroverted. This is like fully extroverted logical aspect, almost fully, because it's about producing value for people.
Must be efficient.
And it's all about it's all outside.
It's about improving qualities, that you getting better your product, better and better, and giving value to the people, and about making money also for yourself and for your workers.
Value. It's also extroverted logic. It can be...
It's a measure of value.
Yeah, measure of value. Correct. So let's talk fast about some examples of the people that got strong extroverted logic, and you can just see how they were able to change the world through their extraverted logic, how they improved the life of many people and increased the experience and just how good people live right now and maybe in the future.
Let's see. One of my favorite examples is about such a guy.
Such a nice guy.
Whose name is Elon Musk. And he most famous for two companies that he built. First is a SpaceX, and it's about making rockets. But it's actually a private company, which is quite unique because before only governments were investing in this super expensive projects like building rockets, like billions and billions of dollars it cost them to explore space and etc. And he went into this sphere and he made basically a revolution. Because
technological revolution.
Yes, technological.
Not just any revolution.
So he went there not just to make something that is already made. He went there to bring innovation, and this innovation was that to making reusable rockets, which was unthinkable before. And before just rockets, they were launching into the space, and that's it. It's one trip, and you need to build a completely new rocket to go again. And imagine if you would want to fly on a plane somewhere, and for each time they would need to build completely new plane for you to fly in it.
Tough.
That would be super expensive to do and very inefficient. So, and he changed that. Other example is the Tesla, that we so used to cars running on gasoline and other kinds of fuel. But what Elon Musk did with Tesla, he actually manufactured purely electric cars that can go a long distance, and actually making like mass production of them.
Yeah, that's very interesting, because if you will look like 100 years ago, it's almost 100 years ago when the first mass production of the cars began by Ford. They created the cars even before like people were riding horses. Then people were riding the cars, and now in 100 years another technological revolution happened, and now it will be like electric cars, but not now, maybe like in 10 years we'll see. So it's all the process of
it started now
advancing.
I'm pretty sure that
one industry,
when there were just horses, people not just started right away all driving cars.
Yeah, sure.
There were no even like a lot of paved roads and etc. So this basically what it tells us, that extraverted logic is what brings progress into the world, into our life.
If you will just look at the objects that surround us and the houses that we live in and the tables that we sit in, the sofas that we use, the TV that we buy, or any kind of technology, or just simple objects that you need to build. You need to build a house, you need to build a table, you need to build a bed. This is all working with objects, in external objects. And the more efficient you can do it, more extraverted logic you're using to build it. Or if you can take any industry, almost any industry uses extraverted logic, because extraverted logic make the step-by-step systems of creating like anything as simple as possible. Okay, so thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.
See you next videos.
Thank you. See you next time.